Thank you. I do want to make sure I thank some people before I begin my remarks. I want to thank President Sands and our athletic director Whit Babcock for their fantastic leadership, courage, and quite honestly their faith in me to come do this job. I will not let you down, and I sincerely appreciate it. I also want to thank our chair of Board of Visitors. I got a chance to meet Debbie last night. Debbie Petrine. First introduction was she's on the Board of Visitors, or the chair of the Board of Visitors, but sits in the stands with everybody else and cheers the Hokies on. And she's absolutely welcomed us with open arms, and I'm sincerely appreciative of that. I want to introduce this noisy group down here in the front. My beautiful wife, Jenny, our three girls, Cecilia, Caroline, and Charlotte. Charlotte's the one that you're probably hearing most. She's 2, and in all actuality has done a fantastic job so far. I want to thank Coach Beamer. I want to thank Coach Beamer for sharing his time with me yesterday. I went in to go meet with him. I met him one time before for just a few moments, very briefly. And I went in to meet with him yesterday. And, I walk into his office, and he's very welcoming and humble. And he's got on the side all these Coach of the Year awards, not conference Coach of the Year awards, but national Coach of the Year awards, the Bear Bryant Coach of the Year award. And then also coupled with all this outpouring of support as he's going through his last season and announced his retirement. So he's got all sorts of trinkets that fans and everything, people have sent him, and I felt like in some aspect he was trying to make me feel more comfortable. It was a little bit intimidating to walk into his office and visit with him, and I felt like he was almost trying to hide those national awards from me, kind of in order to make me feel more comfortable with him. And we got to visiting, and Murray State came up, and we know Coach used to coach there, and I graduated from Murray State. And he said, "Justin, let me show you something." And he hopped up, and he kind of fumbled through, all these awards that as a coach, you could only hope to one day be recognized for your work. And he fumbles through, and he pulls out this plaque, and it's his Murray State Hall of Fame plaque. And he says, "Justin, I'm sure you probably got one of these." And I didn't have the heart to tell him that, no, I didn't have one of those either. But I just felt so great sitting in there and getting a chance to visit with him. And obviously, we all know you don't replace a legend in coaching. You hope to build on what he's already done. You hope to continue to operate in the same manner with the same principles and the same integrity that he's done for so very many years here. I also want to thank Coach Foster for agreeing to stay here and trusting me and the staff that we're gonna put around him. Coach Foster obviously has been a fantastic football coach for a long time. One of the beautiful draws about this opportunity was, I believe, that hopefully it potentially came with the best defensive coordinator in all of America. And I'm awfully happy that he's agreed to stay on with us and help us continue what Coach Beamer started. I've admired this program from afar for many years. On television, the way the players have played, the way the fans have cheered, the traditions, the wins, the losses, the facilities, the support, the league changes. And I've always wanted to be a part of something like that. The thing about this job is it comes with all of those things wrapped up in a community that I cannot wait to raise my 3 girls in. And that was a huge contributing factor to me. I don't say that disparagingly about any place that I've ever lived. I'm just very thankful for the opportunities I've had beforehand and thankful for this opportunity. This is absolutely the job that I was interested in. Whit is correct. I had really no interest in anything else, just this, because of what it has been and what it can be and the community that comes along with it. Most people will talk about offense, defense, and special teams. I'll be happy to talk about that as much as anybody wants. We have some philosophies. I think everybody knows what we're going to look like defensively with Coach Foster here. Offensively, we will try and implement the same schemes and philosophies that we had at TCU that we brought to Memphis that have been proven over time. I'm very proud of our special teams record. I know special teams has been a huge point of pride in this program, and I'm awfully proud of what we've done at the University of Memphis on special teams. And that's part of the reason James Shebest is standing in this room right now. He's been our special teams coordinator. He's been a special teams coordinator in the Southeastern Conference for many years. I think you all will be excited to see him go to work. He has done a fantastic job, and our kids love covering kicks for him. Also have Holman Wiggins here, fantastic young coach with a great family that's anxious to join this charge. I really believe there are 3 base phases to this, to trying to build a program. We have some underlying themes that I'll be happy to get into at a later date if you'd like, but we've got to do a great job mentoring young men. This is about the next 40 years of their life, not the next 4. It's our job to make sure we give them the skills to succeed in a real world out there, a real competitive world. At some time, they're going to be standing in line with other people that have got degrees in their hands as well. And I hope the things that they learn in our program set them apart from those other people. We've got to do a great job developing them on the field and off the field, keeping tabs on them, making sure they're in progress, making sure everything's going well, being involved in their lives, both from a physical standpoint, lifting weights and eating correctly, and from a mental and social and spiritual standpoint. And then we've got to recruit. We've got to bring good young people to this community. That all starts in the state of Virginia. We have to do a great job in this state in order to continue this program along, and we will. Recruiting is usually talked about in 2 phases, and one of the phases is the only one that gets talked about. Everybody talks about recruiting or relationships and sales and convincing people to come, but the other part of recruiting is evaluation. We will do our own evaluation here. We will not read other people's evaluation and determine who to recruit. We will do a great job finding the right kids to come into this program and help push this thing forward. And we will also do a fantastic job developing those relationships so that we can identify and recruit the right kids. I'm incredibly humbled by this opportunity. I cannot wait to get started. I have a deep respect for Virginia Tech and for this community. Thank you, Whit. Thank you, President Sands, for letting me be the next head football coach here. I can't wait to get started. Thank you.
All right, we'll have Coach available at the podium here for some questions. We have wireless mics around the room, and then we'll let he and Whit answer some questions from the dais. But we'll start here with Mike.
Welcome, Coach. Curious, you touched on the idea that this being the job you wanted. Obviously, with all the shuffling in college football, lots of places are coming open. When in the process did you kind of identify, okay, it's just me and Whit, it's just me and Virginia Tech?
Well, I don't know if there's a one day. I just know that without getting into all of the specifics, when opportunities come about, they contact our representatives, and our representatives contact me, and I usually, for everything else, I just nipped it in the bud and wanted to make sure I did right by the University of Memphis. And I had a really good job, and I was really happy there. I loved where I lived. I loved our kids. Our kids worked incredibly hard. They were fully invested in the program, so I didn't feel the need to do anything. I wasn't desperate to move, but when this opportunity came along, I felt like it was a really good fit and was extremely interested in it.
Next question in the back.
Hey, Coach, being a Midwest guy and from Oklahoma, I know all your ties are pretty much Midwest, and Virginia Tech being such an East Coast-based school, recruiting, everything, what do you maybe plan to do to kind of adapt, or what do you maybe kind of see as some of the transitions that will maybe help allow you to adapt or help to adapt to everything?
Sure.
Being East Coast-based.
Well, we had the same issue when I came to Memphis from TCU. Same question, actually. And the answer is we'll hire great people. People always went out, and it doesn't matter what part of the country you're in. You hire good people to do a good job, and other people recognize that. So I want us to have a very tangible program in this state. I want us to reach out through camps, clinics, which I know Coach Beamer's done for many years. We want to continue to do that, to continue to develop those relationships, and we'll hire good people and put them in good spots, and they'll do a fantastic job.
You've been watching a live news conference from Blacksburg. Justin Fuente, the new head coach of the Virginia Tech Hokies. Whit Babcock, the athletic director, saying they brought Coach Fuente here because he was a proven coach and a proven winner, his leadership and his values and his fit for Virginia Tech.
We will continue to stream the rest of that Q&A session on our website at WSLS.com. Updates you'll find there as well, and the very latest coming up today at noon.